As children head back to school, it is time to transition them mentally for the classroom. Now, experts say there are many ways that adults can ease nerves, rebuild routines, and encourage open conversations with kids.
That's right. Dr. Karen Rogers is a pediatric clinical psychologist at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and she's joining us with a mental health checklist that can help kids get set up for the new school year. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we were just talking about back to school supplies. We know all that part, getting the kids back on routine, but a lot of times people put mental health on the back burner. And for kids, this can make a big difference in their school experience.
Absolutely, yes. Children who, aren't having their emotional needs addressed are going to have more difficulty learning and being successful at school.
Dr. Rogers, many children experience challenges when they do transition back to school. So what should be parents and adults, what should we be aware of?
Yeah, the change back to school, it's stressful for kids. Now, we think of stress as being a problem, but not all stress is bad. Stress also helps us grow. And children need support to manage that stress. And so helping them to be prepared, knowing what's going to happen, what to expect, and feeling a really close connection with their family members are the things that really matter.
Makes sense.
Okay, good. What are the best ways for parents to build routines and connections at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, for younger kids especially, it can be helpful to practice even about what the morning routine is going to be like.
Good idea.
When my children were small, we would start waking them up in time for school a few days before the school year started.
So that first
they
day
were
isn't so
just
rough.
used to it.
Yeah.
And then also talking through what the routine is going to be like and what to expect. And then also giving children an opportunity to talk about their hopes and maybe the things they might be worried about for the school year.
Yeah, their concerns, their goals. Absolutely
Yes.
good advice. Dr. Rogers, obviously there's a youth mental health crisis going on these days, unfortunately. Can you tell us what are some of the early signs that kids may be struggling?
Yeah, generally I think there are things that children need to do to be able to grow up, to be healthy and successful adults. And those are things like eat, sleep, learn in school, play and have fun, make and keep relationships. And my kind of general rule of thumb is if an adult becomes concerned about a child's emotional well-being impacting those things, it's probably time to talk with somebody about support for them. And then the other is that now children are much more aware of mental health than they used to be. And if a child is themselves identifying needing help, I would take that seriously.
Absolutely. And how do parents take that seriously? Because sometimes parents hear things and they think, oh, I'm not sure what to do with that. How do they open the lines of communication when they hear something that's probably concerning?
Yeah, the first step I always say is go in prepared to listen. Think about this is going to be a kind of like open-ended conversation. We're not going to do this quickly and we're not going to come with solutions right away, but just really be prepared to listen and ask children questions about how they're doing and what their concerns are.
Absolutely. And once school starts, Dr. Rogers, of course, school can have academic stress as well. So how can parents support their achievement without putting too much pressure on them?
Yeah. It is a delicate balance. I think focusing more on children's effort than on the outcome is really important. Also trying to engage children in the excitement of learning. What did you learn today? How are you growing? And then also talking with them about how children are living the family's values in their school every day. How are they showing kindness, for example? How are they showing honesty and all of the different ways that children can learn and succeed in school, rather than just thinking about what that mark is on the paper.
Yeah, some very important conversations. Dr. Rogers, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.